Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. So we have the fusion going live right now, the fusion of Morrigan. You know, the Halloween fusion, which actually I realized something in the last few days is we always hype up the Halloween fusions, but it kind of seems like they were nothing too crazy in the last few years. She was, like I said in a previous video, arguably maybe one of the best ones. But still, she's not too crazy. You know, for progressing accounts, she can be extremely good in my opinion. For endgame, if you can already beat everything in the game, she's nothing too crazy. She's nothing too crazy. Like, if it's endgame, you already have everything, you beat everything. So, her baby Lissandra kit plus something else doesn't help that much. So, let's have a look at the fusion calendar. So, this is the fusion calendar. It seems that we have, you know, 16 rares of Pathfinder Kite, which is, you know, from the new factions, pretty interesting. And at the same time, we have 4 of the same epics. My Celiac Priest Orb. I hope I didn't butcher the name completely. But I guess one of the sad things, from my point of view, is, if I move myself a little bit to the side, is there's no actual way of keeping one of the epics. Like, you know, the thing is like this with fusions in general. If you fuse the epic once, that's it. So even if you pull extra of the rares, even if you pull 4 more rares to try and fuse another of the Myceliac Priest on, you cannot do it because, like I said, as soon as you fuse one of them, that's it, disappears. The option to fuse that epic just goes away. Unless they changed it for this one, it's gonna be different. So the fusion all comes down to who are you going to go for? Are you going to go for Morrigan? That can help you out for the sake of, you know, like I said, progression. She can be good for arena, for dungeons, for some Doom Tower stuff, even for Hydra maybe, if you know, combine her kit, for example, the way that I would see her, I keep mentioning Hydra because that's, you know, the most endgame thing I can think of. If you combine her increased speed with turn meter boost, plus the lead, plus the AoE decrease accuracy, that can be interesting, you know. Even at the same time, she can also steal buffs from a target. So if you have, you know, if you have somebody that steals the buffs, which is Mischief, this could be interesting because this one doesn't say it's a hit or whatever. So you could straight up, it could be like a Geo. You know, like Geo's A3, you can place it on Mischief even without Hex. So she might be able to steal back the buffs and then put decreased accuracy on all the other heads. I'm hoping this is AoE decrease accuracy, and then obviously the decreased speed A1 plus the interesting passive. This maybe is not that crazy for Hydra unless you need some extra debuffs for the sake of what's her name, Kantra. At the same time, if you want to, I'm thinking honestly from an end game perspective as well. If we're talking about the end game, I'm not sure the epic Ornn is gonna help you in the end game. Like, okay, he can solo some content, but by now you might already have a Battle Khazar, you might already have a Venom Mage, you might already have a Tomb Lord, Richtoff the Bolt, Theodore. There's plenty of other people that can do the solo things that he could have done. Even though he got nerfed, it's like, okay, this one went to a lower chance to land the poisons. It's only 25% chance when booked. This one stayed the same, the exploding of poisons, which you might want to use it or you might want to lock it, depends how you do it. And then this one went down to a 75% chance after being booked. You can take it up to 80% chance after being booked to land the poison debuffs and the poison sensitivity. And the heal went down to 1%. That's a little bit lower. However, if you build him well, he can still solo stuff for you. It's not going to be as easy as it was before, but you can still do it. The thing is, look at the base stats. 20,000 HP, 1.1k defense, decent speed. He's not an epic to ignore. So, from my point of view, this is what I would suggest. Like, we're done with the we're done with the end game. You know, the end game opinion. If you're a progressing account, from my point of view, unless you know, unless you're really desperate to have somebody that might be able to solo your dungeons. But bear in mind, you need pretty intense gear. You might need, you know, strong regen, strong reflex, strong relentless, strong refresh. What's it called? No, yeah, a frenzy. You know, there's some sets that you can use on him. So unless you're gonna have that one, I'm not sure I would go for him. And at the end of the day, you have to think about it like this, guys. It's always easier to pull an epic than to pull a legendary. So if you're debating which one of them you're going for, because, you know, I heard plenty of people saying that they're gonna skip it, which, like, I don't understand. The kit is pretty good, you know. As I mentioned, unless you're endgame, she's still a good champion. Like, she's not to be ignored. If you're still progressing, you know, if you don't beat everything easily, then she can still be helpful, you know, even if she's that extra champion that you're missing for the sake of Hydra or for the sake of some Doom Towers. You never know if she can be helpful. I'm 100% going to go for Morrigan myself, and I'm going to book her, even though it's going to cost me some bucks. I'm going to book her and I'm going to play with her. I'm going to show different areas where she could actually be good, because you know what? I feel like Morrigan again gets the same treatment as Ultimate Death Knight gets, you know, gets lots of hate. And then in the end, it might turn out that she's actually pretty good, you know. But yeah, that's the reality. That's what I'm going to do. I'm definitely going to go for that one. I'm a bit sad that I cannot keep one of the epics, because I would like to play around with the epic myself, you know, test some stuff out for the sake of, you know, soloing, even now after the nerf, because I don't have access to test server yet. But if I had, I would have tested it there. But, you know, if you want to help me out with that, just don't drop me a sub on the channel. It costs you guys nothing, helps me a ton. I need to hit that 8,000 subscribers on the channel in order to be able to get to the tier 3 content creator, so I can get access to the test server. But let's have again a look at the Fusion Planner. So like I said, the sad thing is you cannot keep an epic, but we have to think about it. There's a 2x Sacreds going on this weekend. We might pull him. Or if not, we might pull him later on during a 2x Ancients. Epics are easier to get than legendaries from shards. Obviously, it all depends on RG. You can get her from one shard if, you know, all the gods love you. But it's a bit interesting, and the thing that I do not like, but I think I'm still going to go for this fusion, is the fact that it's gonna be the first time I'm forced to actually go for the summon rush. I might be hoping I pull one of the epics, so if I pull one of the epics during the 2 times when I'm going to pull tomorrow, then I might be able to skip the Summer Rush. That's going to be easy peasy. But the way it looks, it's like, okay, you have Fire Knight with Artifact Enhancement Champion Training Event going on at the same time. The thing is, the sad thing that I'm seeing here is that I cannot combine, usually I can combine Dragon and Ice Golem with the Champion Training. I don't get the idea of why there's a... I guess it's a double because you can get 2 Pathfinders for the Champion Training. But usually I can combine with the Champion Training event or tournament with an Ice Golem or a Dragon. This time it's with Fire Knight. I'm not sure I've seen out there, or I haven't built myself a team that I could farm points for Fire Knight and Champion Training at the same time. However, keep in mind this, guys. Over here, if you see on Sunday, Spider Tournament pops out. That goes on at the same time as the Champion Training. Champion Training will finish on Tuesday. So you'll have Sunday and Monday to combine the Champion Training with the Spider Tournament event. The reason why I'm specifically talking about this one is, one, there's some videos out there of, like, you know, people like Tyrant X Limor, people like Crypt King Raw, people like, I can't think, like maybe even Sisya. There's people that can actually solo the spider and bring food alongside. So you could do stage 20, solo it, bring 4 food champs, and you're good to go. But the reason why I keep insisting about this one is on Sunday I'm gonna come out with a video showing you the most free, I guess one of the most free-to-play ways of doing it, using I guess 2 free champs. Obviously depends what till the world point of the game you got. So basically using two free-to-play champs, you could actually grind the spider and at the same time build up bring 3 champions alongside with, you know, for the sake of the spider tournament. Obviously, if you have the tyrants, you can solo it. If you have the other ones that I mentioned, you can solo it. But if you don't have those, but maybe you have an Ultimate Death Knight plus somebody else, you're gonna see on Sunday, I'm gonna make a video, I'm gonna show you the video exactly how I do it, the stats that I require, and show that something pretty amazing. If you check my channel, I had like a week back, I had the most free-to-play Spider 20 team ever using, you know, Ultimate Death Knight and all like free-to-play champs such as Haikatu and Armageddon and stuff like that. I'm gonna pin that video up here so you can see it at the end of this video. But yeah, I'm gonna show you this one. And that's the way that I would do it, especially because there's Dungeon Divers gonna be at the same time. So guess what? We're gonna triple dip. We're gonna triple dip with Champion Training, Dungeon Divers, and the Spider Tournament. The same thing we're gonna be able to do if you go a little bit down the road, if I'm not mistaken, is again here Dragon Tournament with Champion Training Tournament. Same principle. You're gonna use your solo Dragon champions to farm food and farm points for the sake of Dragon Tournament. Always keep that in mind, guys. That's something that you can do to be as efficient as possible with your resources. So maybe you don't blast everything on Thursday, Friday. Maybe you wait till Saturday when Dungeon Divers comes in. And, you know, in the first 2 days, maybe just do a little bit of that, or you farm the potions. Do not forget that you need potions in order to ascend the rares, in order to ascend the what's it called, the epic. as well. So you're gonna need spirit potions, the greater and superior ones. You're gonna need lesser and greater potions for the sake of the rare from the magic keep. And the last one's gonna be like Ice Golem, which again, you're gonna finish up, I suppose, the Dungeon Divers with the Ice Golem. But yeah, this is gonna be for the video today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I gave you a good enough idea of what your choice should be. Should you go for Morrigan or should you go for the Epic? And if you're gonna do that, I hope that I gave you some good ideas of like, what to focus on, how to focus on doing it so you're as efficient as you are with your resources. And like I said, keep an eye out for Sunday. I'm gonna post my spider video, my dual spider video using Ultimate Death Knight in it. But yeah, oh yeah, by the way, that team is doing it on Spider 25. Just keep that in mind. So for Spider 20, it's even easier. But for the sake of Spider 25, that's what the team that I'm gonna show. But yeah, this is gonna be for the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy my content, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care everyone. Bye guys.